Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. Out having my coffee this morning, and I wanted to do a quick discussion on something that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, and that's working during some type of soft SHTF scenario, like an economic downturn, or if there's something going on in your area where it's still safe to be in your area, but it's not anything normal. Kind of off baseline, sort of what the pandemic was to a certain extent. I worked all the way through the pandemic, and there's a couple reasons why I plan on working during if there's some type of soft SHTF in my area. One, of course, is money. It's always better and easier to prep when you have a little money, and it's always easier to have a little money when you're doing some kind of work. Um, but the second reason I think is the most important, and it was the thing that really knocked me down here when I was off here the last few months sick, and that's the ability to gather local intelligence on your area, because there's always going to be stuff that's happening on the other side of the world, and there's always going to be major events taking place in a big country like what the United States is. But your most important area to keep an eye on, of course, is your local area. It's the area where you live, where you work, where you go to church, where your kids go to school, whatever. That to me is the most important area that I need to keep an eye on. And I've often discovered this, that the easiest way to keep an eye on an area is just get out and work, because in most working situations you're going to be working with a bunch of different people, and those people are going to be all different religions, political persuasions. There's going to be preppers, there's going to be non-preppers, there's going to be the homestead types, there's going to be the kind of do nothing types. There's just a bunch of different people that you're going to talk to, and you get a bunch of different input from different points of view on what's going on in your area. And I cannot tell you how many times it has benefited me, this information that I've picked up a little here and a little there about being out in my local area. Because if there is some type of soft SHTF or even a large SHTF, information is going to be controlled. Okay, we were already seeing that all across the internet for different reasons. When information is controlled, you're only going to get one side of the story, one point of view. You're only going to be getting a small portion. But if you're out in your local area, you're getting a broader spectrum of information. And then that helps you make better decisions. And like I said, it was one of the things that I really missed being off sick, was that ability to interact and collect information on what was going on in my local area. You know, things about, what's going on, where people are moving, where supplies are moving, or things that might be beneficial to you, physical items, when that stuff is going to be coming in, when it's not going to be coming in, who to talk to get things done. These are all common basic things that will benefit most people in an SHTF situation. But they're not stuff that's going to be, broadcasted. It's going to be more face-to-face information with people that you already know and that already know you. So that local human intelligence network in your area is vital. I think it's vital to my own personal survival and the survival of my friends and family. And that is one of the reasons why, if I'm physically able, I'm going to go out and try to do some type of work, whether it's actual work for money, or it's part-time work, or it's side jobs, or it's even stuff like volunteer work at churches and stuff. You can pick up a lot of information, and you can utilize a broad spectrum of the people and contacts by doing that. I've always found that being out in the community and talking to people and interacting is more beneficial to me than sitting at home. And sometimes you have to sit at home if circumstances require that, but getting out and talking with people in your area is a huge intelligence gathering resource. So I want to keep people to keep that in mind, and kind of just file that back in your mind about how you would handle that situation, especially if you're in your working years, how you would handle that situation if there was some type of soft SHTF in your area, whether whether or not continuing to work might benefit you. But anyways, Modern Refugee, appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys got a little information, a little entertainment, and something to think about in this video for the times we live in. Anyway, you guys have a good one.